Hello friends, welcome to Instant Film Model Shoots. I want to address the change in the name. I am upgrading a lot of my gear to Polaroid, therefore I'm not shooting exclusively Fuji Instax Mini or Instax Wide. And as many formats of instant film are out there, I'm going to continue experimenting with them. This particular set with Alina was shot October 2018 in Los Angeles. The Polaroid cameras I used were the Polaroid SX70 and the One Step 2. We photographed on a Saturday and a Sunday. These particular pictures were taken on Saturday in my Airbnb. It was fall break, I was with my kids, and we had an Airbnb that was basically a large empty room in a house. And a lot of times when you go to other cities and you shoot with models, you end up renting a studio. The studio costs a lot of money, and you only have it for a certain amount of time, and studios tend to be very generic, empty spaces that you have to then fill up with props and production. So when I saw that this big empty room had kind of a retro vintage feel and looked really cool, I decided to utilize this space. So a lot of this indoor ghostly stuff is all done with the SX70 and available window light, which is pretty bright. The stuff that is shot inside a closet, I kind of like the idea of a horror movie, suspense movie, home invasion kind of vibes, and that's really where this came from here. Anything you see with a white frame was shot on the SX70, and anything with a colored frame was on the One Step 2, because the kind of film I can stick in the One Step 2 included the Polaroid 600 black and white film that came with this colored frame. Now I'm going to turn it over to Alina so she can talk about her own experience as a self-portrait photographer shooting film and being shot with film by other photographers.
I'm Alina Lee. Self-portraits, I just come up with some kind of idea that inspires me, and then depending on what cameras I want to use, I might get someone to help me take the photos. I've mostly just been shooting with my Polaroid because I can do that all by myself, but I prefer to be able to shoot with a Rollie as well, my Rollie. But I shoot entirely film, so it does make it hard to do it all by myself. The difference between being shot with film versus digital is that you have to be very aware of the shutter speed and lighting, and the process is just slower. You have to make sure that you're holding very still and that you're not moving around a lot and changing poses. So there's a lot more to be aware of when you're shooting film versus digital.
This is probably my 6th or 7th time working with Alina. We always get great stuff, and it's always a little bit different. So although I had shot a few Polaroids of my family the previous week on a vacation in Las Vegas, this really was the inaugural breakout of this gear, and I couldn't be happier with the sort of old-timey, warped feel that I got.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more creative tutorials, gear reviews and video art. Also check out our Patreon for weekly bonus videos and model photography sets.